நீயும் நல்லபடியா ஆமா. அவர் தரன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு. ஏய் அன்னைக்கு அவர் பார்த்து பண்றாரு. ஏய் தண்ணி எல்லாம் வருது. தண்ணி எல்லாம் வருது. ஓகே வாங்கிக்கிறாங்க. ஓகே கொடுத்து வா. கலட்டி குடிக்கல ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. டீ குடிக்கல. அதான் நீ அப்படி இறங்கினோடனே பஸ் ஓடி போயிட்டா. கையிலே தூக்கி போனேன். நீ இறங்கும் போது வேண்டிட்டு தெரியுமா? இறங்கி ஒரு பஸ் போய் ஒரு சவனம் வந்துச்சு. சவனம் எப்ப வந்தாலும் பின்னாடியே ஒரு 1.7. இந்த கையில ஒரு பேக், அந்த கையில ஒரு பேக், ஓடி போய் பஸ் பிடிப்பேன். காலைல போய் டீ குடிக்கலையாங்க? ஆ? ஏன் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க போயின உடனே? ஒரு டீ கூட வாங்கிட்டு போக முடியாதுனால. டீ போடல. 9 டீ போட்டேன். சரி 9 நீங்க போட்டாங்கல்ல? அப்பவும் குடிக்கலையா? சரி இல்லைன்னா நீ வாங்கிட்டு வந்து வச்சுக்கிறியா? அதை எடுத்துன்னு போயிடு. ஊத்தி. அக்கா ஞாபகம் வச்சனால. ஆனா அதை சொல்லணும் அதே தினமும் டெய்லி ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவேன். நீ குடிக்காம வச்சுருக்கீங்க. அதுல அவ்வளோ நேரம் நான் சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கேன். எந்த பேர் போயிருக்க சொல்லு, கூட்டு போயிருக்கா சொல்லு. எவ்வளவு நேரம் உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா? பஸ்ல போறது எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகுது? பஸ்ல போற டைம்ல ஆகுது வந்து போறா. அவங்க காஸ்ட்லி தான் என்ன சொல்லுது. காமெடி எத்தனை டவல் எடுப்ப? அங்க ஒரு டவல் இருக்கு. எங்க உட்காந்துட்டு கவனிக்க போற? இந்த ரூம்லயா?
Good evening.
டாக்டர் குட் ஈவினிங்.
சார் குட் ஈவினிங் சார்.
டாக்டர் நான் இப்போ அதான் கார்ல போயிட்டே இருக்கேன். நான் பேசிட்டு அப்படியே கிளம்பிடுவேன். நான் ஊருக்கு கிளம்புறேன். ஐ நாட் பி அவைலபிள் ஃபார் நெக்ஸ்ட் 4 days.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார், தேங்க்ஸ்.
அதனால நான் பையில கிளம்பிடுவேன். நீங்க முடிச்சிருங்க. எபி இஸ் ஆல்சோ தேர். ஸோ நீங்க இருந்து க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க சார்.
ஷூர் சார், தேங்க்யூ சார்.
டாக்டர் இப்போ அடுத்தது நான் என்ன பண்றேன், உங்களுக்கு இன்னொருத்தரை இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணி தரேன். ஃபெஷ்வான் ஒருத்தரை.
ஓகே சார்.
அவங்க இந்த இதெல்லாம் அவங்க தான் நம்ம ஈவென்ட் மேனேஜர் ஃபார் தி பிஆர்எஸ்ஏ ஸ்டேட் அவார்ட்ஸ்.
வெரி நைஸ் சார்.
அவங்க சில மெயிலெலாம் தருவாங்க. நீங்க எல்லாருக்கும் மெயில் பிளாஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
தேங்க்யூ சார், பண்ணிடுறேன் சார்.
ஓகே. இது வேற என்ன டாக்டர், இப்போ உங்க இதே எங்க சத்தியமாமா நான் நேரம் வந்து
Good evening,
பாக்குறேன்.
sir.
ஹலோ குட் ஈவினிங் டாக்டர். குட் ஈவினிங்.
சார் நம்ம
டீல் வாங்கிட்டீங்களா மேடம்? போன மேடம்
பேசலாம் சார். ப்ரோக்ராம் முடிஞ்சோடனே பேசலாம்.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. We'll be starting the program in another 3 minutes, 6:35. Okay, please
Okay.
wait. Thanks for joining.
ஓகே சார்.
மேடம் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாங்களா? போனா மேடம்?
இல்ல சார், இந்த பண்றேன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க சார். சார் நாட் yet joined சார். I informed her சார்.
ப்ளீஸ் டாக்டர் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. அவங்க வந்தா தொடங்கிடலாம்.
ஓகே சார்.
அவங்க அனுப்பும்போது எனக்கு அடிக்கடி வரக்கூடிய ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் என்ன அப்படின்னா, அப்கோர்ஸ் ஆன்டிசிபேட் பண்ண ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் தான். என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க அப்படி,
டாக்டர் மேடம் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம்.
இல்ல சார், பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க சார். இப்பதான் கால் பண்ணேன்.
Friends, we are waiting for the guest to join. We'll be joining in another minute time.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
You joined, sir.
மேம் ஜாயின்ட் மேம்.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Okay. Doctor, we can start.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Very good evening, one and all present here. Today we are conducting webinar on crisis public relation in the age of cancel culture and deepfakes, advanced reputation defense and media literacy approaches. Today we have guest Dr. Bona, Assistant Professor, MOP Vaishnava College, Chennai. We welcome you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. We welcome
Good
you, ma'am.
evening, sir.
A wonderful session. Dear participants, we are conducting two online program, one offline program in public relation. Those who are interested, please join Public Relations Society of India, Chennai chapter. Mr. Ramkumar Singaram sir is the chairman, PRSI Chennai chapter. Mr. Ramkumar Singaram sir, can you share few words about Public Relations Society of India, Chennai chapter, sir?
Thank you, Dr. Raja. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, very clear, sir.
Doctor, before entering into it, can you make Dr. to also?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So thank you very much, Dr. Raja. Dr. Raja is the secretary of Chennai chapter of PRSI, Public Relations Society of India. He's working as assistant professor in Satyabama University in Viscom department. And our treasurer, Dr. Sridevi, is working as assistant professor in Viscom department of Wales University. Whereas Dr. Bona is also our prestigious member who is well versed, who has got great knowledge in this industry. And Dr. Sridevi will introduce Dr. Bona formally. Now we thank Dr. Bona for joining us and chosen a wonderful topic, which is the latest topic in this industry. So now, Chennai chapter of Public Relations Society of India. Basically, Public Relations Society of India is an all India chapter where we have 23 chapters across India, and we have got around 4,000 members. Members from different walks of life, like communication industry, like Viscom departments, advertising industry, communications, so educational institutions. So all these people are being members in the Public Relations Society of India. Chennai chapter started in 1969, and we have got 115 members. As Dr. Raja said, we have 2 webinars every month and 1 offline meeting at Hotel Savera at Chennai every month. So people can come and hear the wonderful latest updates. It's purely a knowledge forum where you can gain a lot of knowledges. And people who are attending over webinars, if they attend throughout the session, then they will get eligible to get a e-certificate. So that's how we do it. So over to Dr. Assistant Professor, Viscom Department of Wales University, and Treasurer of Chennai chapter of PRSI to give a small intro about Dr. Bovana.
Thank you, sir. We are delighted to welcome Dr. N. Bovana Rajinder, Assistant Professor in the Department of Media Studies at MOP Vaishnav College for Women, Chennai. Dr. Bovana brings with her over 9 years of rich academic and research experience in the field of media and communication. She holds a PhD in Media Sciences from Anna University, where her doctoral research explored the use of Facebook and WhatsApp during the 2015 Chennai floods. Dr. Bona has published extensively in reputed journals, including Elsevier's International Journal of Disaster Risk Reduction and Communicated IIMC. Her research areas include social media studies, disaster communication, and climate change discourse. She has also contributed to academia as a resource person, external examiner, and question paper setter for several leading universities, in addition to organizing numerous research workshops for faculties and students across India. Known for her strong communication and organization skills, Dr. Bona is deeply committed to innovative teaching and continuous learning. She believes in fostering critical thinking, creativity, and research aptitude among students through experiential and participatory pedagogy. Her work embodies a blend of academic rigor, social responsibility, and a passion for empowering learners in the ever-evolving field of media and communication. On behalf of PRSA Chennai chapter, I warmly Ma'am, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Very, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that warm introduction, Dr. Sridevi. Thank you, Raja sir, for this opportunity. May I
Welcome, ma'am.
start?
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
I will screen share 1 minute.
Doctor, you can increase your volume. Volume is very less.
Okay, 1 minute. My volume seems to be full. Yeah, can you hear me now? Because I'm talking a little louder.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Very
Clear.
clear.
Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am.
A very good evening to all of you. The topic I have chosen is crisis, public relations in the age of cancel culture and deepfakes, advanced reputation, defense, and media literacy approaches. A very good evening to all. This is Dr. Bhuvana, Assistant Professor, MA Communication Program, Department of Communication and Media Studies, MOP Vaishnav College for Women. Let me start with what is public relations. So, public relations is a strategic communication process. So, basically, be it an individual or be it an organization or be it a brand, it is very important that PR plays a very important role. So, say for example, we have Deepika Padukone. So, she has a strong PR team for which she works towards it and makes sure that she gets a good reputation amongst the public. And so does an organization like Infosys, or so does a brand like Surf Excel or any other brand. So basically, we have to understand that public relation is a strategic communication process. Strategic as in it is articulated in such a way that it poses itself, the goodness of it, to the public through the media. So basically, any brand, any organization, any individual for that matter, they have their own PR team, especially the celebrities. They have their own PR team to make sure that things doesn't go out of hands and the public actually has a very good opinion about them. So that's all about public relationship. So it is a type of communication where they communicate through the media to the public so that they be in the good books of the public. That's very important because there are a lot of stakeholders connected with the public relation. Be it Infosys, what happens if in case there is a bad name for Infosys, immediately there are stakeholders and other employees and shareholders, everybody connected with Infosys, right? So which means that the PR team of Infosys will work in such a way that they gain the public trust. That is very important. And even Surf Excel for that matter, or even any other brand for that matter, be it Horlicks or Boost or Bonvita or any most essential consumer driven product for that matter. And anybody for that matter, celebrities, be it Amir Khan or Deepika Padukone or actor turned politician Vijay. So public relation for an individual, especially celebrities, and for a brand or probably an organization, there are exclusively PR team working for them so that they make sure that they gain the public trust. And if in case there is a damage, what happens? They immediately react and make sure that they turn their bad name into a good name because they need the public support for everything what they do. So, what happens when there is a crisis in public relation? So, whenever there is a crisis in public relation, you cannot avoid that. Be it a smallest brand or be it the biggest celebrity or the smallest organization, crisis is part and parcel. Is it not? Crisis is something which comes along with the celebrity. Crisis is something that comes along with the brand. You cannot avoid the crisis. So, this slide exclusively talks about the crucial role of crisis public relation. So, whenever there is a crisis, you cannot avoid it, and especially with today's expansion of digital landscape, what is cannot be avoided is your reputation. Even if you have a good reputation, over the night what happens, things can change, things can go viral for a good reason or for a bad reason as well. And here is an example of Maggie. All of us know that this Nestle brand Maggie, it is gives all of us a nostalgic feeling, is it not? From our childhood days till now, this Maggie is associated to us so much so that we are so fond of it. And even such a brand of Nestle Maggie faced a crisis. And if there is a crisis for any brand or organization, who is first affected is the brand in itself, the organization in itself, and most importantly, the workers working under the brand, the workers as in the employees working under the organization, and probably the retailers, then stakeholders, distributors, everybody. So, the point here is that any organization or any brand or any celebrity for that matter, you cannot get rid of going through the process of crisis at any point of time. Expect the unexpected. That is what is when there is a crisis. You need to be ready for anything for that matter, especially with the advent of social media and the expansion of digital landscape with artificial intelligence and deep fakes crisis. You have to be expecting anytime, and if in case there is a crisis, how do you handle the crisis should be there. How do you mitigate a crisis should be there in your books. So basically we have this Maggie, and way back in 2011, what happened was that this Maggie, it was condemned by this food safety regulators, telling that there was so much of lead and so much of sodium content. And once we actually got to know that this harmful content is in Maggie, what happened was that slowly we reduced the purchase of Maggie. And here you have to note that we are just reducing it, we have not banned it. And what happened immediately? This Maggie, the Nestle brand, they came forward telling that, see, we are going to come back after sorting all the things. They did come back. And that is where this Welcome Back Maggie campaign was launched. And it was basically emotional because this Maggie and the childhood days and this nostalgic feeling, everything is connected, right? So basically, when there is an organization or an individual or celebrity, crisis is part and parcel of the public relations. You cannot avoid it. So there is something called the cancel culture. So the first slide we saw what is public relation. The second slide we saw the role of crisis in public relation. And then here comes the most important term nowadays. It is called the cancel culture. So basically, cancel culture is nothing but a phenomenon with social media going viral. So many social media we have, starting from WhatsApp. We cannot be without WhatsApp. And then there is Facebook, there is LinkedIn, Twitter. So many social media are around us, which we cannot avoid it, but we have to learn to live with it. So basically, cancel culture is a phenomenon in social media. Say, for example, there is a person, maybe a celebrity, there is an organization or a brand, and for good reason or bad reason, what happens is that the public, basically, the public boycott that celebrity, the public boycott that organization. That is called cancel culture. So, what happens is that the public takes a decision and then boycotts a brand. The public takes a decision and boycotts a product or an organization or a celebrity. That is called cancel culture. And the reason might be sometimes right, sometimes wrong. We will come back to that. That is an intense discussion that is required. But what we have to understand is that in no time can we get popular in social media, and in no time can we be banned in social media. So it is basically a form of accountability. The public, what they do is they withdraw the support. If in case they don't like something, what they do, they withdraw the support. There are two incidences, there are two examples that I have quoted here. One is the Kangana Ranaut plea, where she made sure that she told some personal comments. You have to understand that Kangana, as all of us know, she is always known for her, witty statements, probably personal statements or political statements, and she gets into trouble most of the times. So here is no exception, where once she made a strong comment on farmers protest, and immediately what happened, the social media, the netizens got into action and they started creating a hashtag boycott Kangana. That's it. And her peace of mind is ruined because she came up with something. Immediately the social media wanted to act. And immediately they started something viral, boycott Kangana. And that's what is cancel culture. So it is in the hands of the public whether to accept a celebrity or a organization or a brand, or to reject them or ban them at any point of time. And there is this beautiful example of cancel culture. There was this advertisement by Tanishq, and this Tanishq advertisement had interfaith marriage. So basically, it had this Hindu girl baby shower being done by her Muslim mother in law. So basically, what happened was that this Tanishq intention to create this advertisement was actually good. To be frank, the intention was actually good. They wanted to make sure that they promote communal harmony, Hindu Muslim, and all these things. But again, you know what? They got boycotted, they got backlashed. And though their intentions were good, being as in promoting communal harmony, they immediately got backlashed, and there was this hashtag boycott Tanishq immediately went viral. So basically, we have to understand, because the topic of today is something to do with public relations, crisis public relation, cancel culture, deep fakes, and media literacy. The topic is a beautiful topic. Before moving on with understanding the ways to overcome it, you have to understand what is public relation, and what is the importance of overcoming this crisis in public relation. And then, most importantly, we must know what is cancel culture. So again, this is another example of cancel culture. Okay. So there is this brand, all of us, we know Zomato. So in 2021, what happened was that there was this customer who had ordered food via Zomato. And immediately what happened, after some time she got the parcel, she posted a viral video accusing the delivery boy, telling that the delivery boy had assaulted her. And that's it. This one video of hers, she went trending, and this one video of hers actually went viral, and she also went trending. And the people of, as in the netizens, became very furious, and again they started boycott Zomato. So this is a beautiful example of cancel culture. And but irony is that there was a CCTV footage. It revealed something very contradictory, and again public opinion shifted. So basically, public opinion is actually, it's like a cat on the wall. Whatever they feel like, especially with respect to social media, if something is, they feel they have to defend it, they immediately join hands and they become virtual warriors. So, and there, this Zomato's PR team, what they did was, whether it is right or wrong, they need public support, right? Because it's all about their business, is all about serving food to the public, and their business will be gone for a toss if in case they are got into a greater trouble. So what happened? This Zomato's PR team, they acted very fastly. They apologized virtually. They made sure that they also suspended that guy, as in the delivery guy. And they also made sure that they spent for the legal help. And then, basically, it was something to do, feel about empathetic over the Zomato. So basically, why this example is apt is because that's how cancel culture works. So basically, you can find that there is an unfair damage. Okay, and the reputation is also under a toss, and sometimes it is balanced, sometimes it is imbalanced. Okay, so we have to understand that it all depends, it is very subjective, and there is a transparent crisis communication which is essential. So whenever there is a problem, especially whenever there is a crisis in public relation, with respect to public relation, it is important that things need to be sorted as soon as possible before it takes into a way, I mean a big potentially a big size, where we land up in a situation where it becomes, the magnitude becomes very big, that we cannot even solve it. So there is one important thing that which we need to act fastly when there is a crisis in public relation, so that we can at least mitigate, or at least cut down the magnitude of the problem. And we have to understand that we are in cancel culture. So now that we all of us know what is cancel culture, we have to understand that there is a long term repercussions in cancel culture, because people's mind are like monkeys, and once we target a certain product or a certain celebrity, we make sure that we think them or those brands in that angle. So what happens is that, say for example, this beautiful example of Amir Khan. Okay, so what happens is that in Amir Khan's, there was this film called Lal Singh Chadda, Amir Khan's film. So before the release of the Lal Singh Chadda, what happened was that once upon a time, Amir Khan said that India is intolerant. Underline my words. Once upon a time, Amir Khan said that India is intolerant and he wants to leave India. And why publishing his movie here? So basically, this statement of Amir Khan was not said just before the release, but it was told much prior. But you know what happened in social media? Just immediately before the release
Hello.
of Lal Singh Chadda, what happened? Came in. Yes, hello?
Sorry, ma'am. Just your voice got break, so I just thought to call you. Nothing. Please carry on.
Yeah. So the statement, as in India is tolerant, it's something very sentimental, very emotional, because even we cannot accept the fact that Virat Kohli and Anushka are leaving India and going to London. We immediately backlash them, telling that they are Indians and why do they go to London? They have got their fame through India. And even for that matter, Surya and Jyotika, they have been shifted just in Mumbai, which is a part of India still, but we are not able to accept the fact. Once the netizens start spreading hatred, it keeps growing in number. And it's again subjective that how much the public relation team can act to bring down that magnitude is very important. And as I was talking about this long term repercussion, we have to understand that this one example of Amir Khan, he telling that India is tolerant. We have to understand this statement he did not tell before the release of Lal Singh Chadda. He told it once upon a time. But what happened was that just before the release of his film, this statement got spread virally. And immediately, what happened? The public started showing their anger over Amir Khan because he commented that India was an intolerant country and he wants to leave India. So basically, somehow or the other, so somehow or the other, what happened was that this statement resurfaced. It was not just before the release, he said. Once upon a time, he had told it. And just before this release, this resurfaced and it actually went viral. Though he clarified his statements, though he also made a public apology, the movie actually, unfortunately, it did not hit the box office and it went actually flop. Maybe or may not be, this might also can be the reason of the flop of the film. So long term repercussions are indeed true. Next is transparent communication. Very important. So far we have been looking into what is public relation and how do you handle crisis in with respect to public relation and cancel culture. We are still looking into various examples of cancel culture and how one should react. And very importantly, transparent communication is also another characteristics of cancel culture. So, any crisis that happens, it is very important that we need to make our communication transparent. Why we need to make transparent is because you can lessen the backlash. All we can do is lessen the backlash. We know this incident where usually this Air India or the Indigo flight is always delayed. We know certain things will never change. And it's whether it is true or not, certain things we have this stereotypical thought, or sometimes it is etched in our mind that certain things are like this. And one such stereotypes or one such strong notion towards indigo flight is it'll be always delayed. And see here we have this visual where the public is literally yelling over the air hostess and telling that they have been waiting for more than 5 hours. So what happens is that the crisis here you can find is delayed flights. So basically there is a delay of Indigo flight, and the people, as in the passengers, have been waiting for 5 hours, and basically they are so pissed off with their waiting period. So what happens is what the public they started tweeting, they started tagging Indigo flight and telling harsh comments. So what happens is that this is also cancel culture where you choose to ban a brand, you choose to ban an organization, or you choose to ban a celebrity, anything and everything, be it an organization, be it a brand, or be it a celebrity. When the public join hands virtually to ban something, it is called cancel culture. Okay, as I told you, you cannot escape from this cancel culture. But what we can do is we can adopt certain measures to mitigate this backlash. And one such measure is transparent communication. It is important that we need to be empathetic, transparent, and also act immediately. So, yes, this hashtag and creating literally an aggressive behavior. So, what was the transparent response from the Indigo flight is, as usual, they apologized. We Indians, we are especially so sensitive, sentimental, and emotional, right? Predominantly, we Asians. So, one apology from the Indigo, we actually feel a little lighter. Yeah, so all of us know that such incidents happen, especially with Air India or especially with Indigo, because customers update it. So the lessons what learned from is that whenever there is a crisis, whenever there is a cancel culture, it is important to be transparent. Tell them that yes, because of this reason that the flight has got delayed. That's what Indigo has done. And again, it is important to gain trust. Gaining the trust of the public nowadays, the only one and only option is to be open to them. Tell them whatever that is required to tell. So that's what Indigo did. That's what Indigo did. And they updated the facts as to why that happened. And because whether it was due to weather issue or whether the sky was not clear, everything they made sure that they updated. So let's move on with something called the deepfakes. So far we have seen what is public relation and the crisis of public relation. We saw what is cancel culture and a lot of examples with respect to cancel culture. And we did also see ways in which we can actually mitigate cancel culture. And here we have the deep fakes, just like the cancel culture, how the netizens choose to boycott something virtually. Here we have something called the deep fakes, which is exactly opposite to the misinformation. Just starting off with this traditional misinformation on the right side and then coming back to the threat of deep fakes. You have to understand that especially during COVID, 2015 COVID, what happened was that there were a lot of misinformation. For example, crocodiles have got inside the city, the world is going to end, and something updates from El Nino. So basically, all these rumors are misinformation. There is something called the misinformation, there is something called the disinformation. So basically, even before the artificial intelligence took up and the misinformation and disinformation was doing their rounds, and especially during the COVID 19 crisis, we had a lot of misinformation. Say, for example, there was this Chavan Prash, where, that one, basically, it is a sugar free liquid where you have 1 spoon of it. It was a rumor actually. If you have 1 spoon of it, it told that, COVID 19, that crisis as in that infection or the disease, you can actually get rid of it. And basically, there was also not only Chyawanprash, but also many other tips and remedies like herbal tea, and you're adding natural sugar or fresh lemon juice. So basically, all these things were given as a enhancing tips. And adding to the cherry, I mean, adding to the dessert was like Chyawanprash, 10 gram. If you take it in the morning, what happens? Not only the diabetic people can take it, but most importantly, there was this misleading advertisement telling that if you take this, your immunity will get boosted and you will not be affected with COVID-19. So this was actually not only immunity boosting advertisement, but it was a misinformation telling that Chyawanprash was consumption of Chyawanprash would actually make you get rid of the disease, which was not actually true. So you can find a lot of misinformation, just like how I told you the crocodiles have got into the city during this COVID. So many. So comparative to what we have something called the deep fakes, misinformation, disinformation, we could at least handle it. But there is this concept of deep fakes where deep fakes have artificial intelligence to create fake videos, fake audio, making it very difficult to even understand whether what we are watching is true or not. One step ahead or progress in technology, should we even take it, or whether good or bad, the next level of misinformation, disinformation is the deep fakes. So basically, deep fakes is where they use this technology of AI and they create images, they create videos. It is very hard enough. I think now we had a lot of trending AI been with respect to starting with the Ghibli recently, or creating your own avatar, or creating your own stickers. Everything is deep fakes, and with respect to AI, anything is possible nowadays. Here you can find this lady where she's young looking on the right, and then on the left you have the same lady a little old, in olden age. So it's very hard to even find out whether it is true or not. And it is definitely a threat because our eyes will always tell the truth. But with respect to the deep fake, it is very hard for our eyes to even know what is true and what is not. So we have this American and Ranveer Singh deep fake example as well. So what happened was that there was this Lok Sabha polls, and there were a lot of deep fake pictures of American and Ranveer Singh telling that they made an appearance in Lok Sabha, which was actually fake. So basically, what happened was that such videos or such images make sure that they trigger the public's emotion. Very simple. Why? Because with respect to AI, what happens was that there is a reputation is at cost, because anybody can do anything with your image. That's very possible. And anybody can damage your reputation basically, and they can trigger your emotion, and they can come up with a lot of stories because deep fakes is possible. So what is more alarming is that there is much of your personal data being availed, because even now, since you're using your mobile phone, and since all everything is accessible, so deepfakes is gone to the next step of being a threat to us. So the topic, the exact core topic of today is the advanced reputation defense strategy. Now that we know we have public, what is public relation, and now that we know that how one is handling, especially during a crisis, how the public relation is handling the crisis, and now that we know what is cancel culture and what is deep fakes and misinformation, what is the topic for today is basically advanced reputation defense strategy. So how are we even going to find ways to protect and store reputation? Because everything around us seems to be very dangerous, right? our identity is put into crisis, our information is put into crisis. It is not only the celebrities. As an individual, we feel that with deep fakes doing the rounds, nothing is actually impossible. Everything seems possible. Everything everybody can create. So let's look into the advanced reputation defense strategy, how to overcome all these things. Number one would be the proactive monitoring and early detection. So, whenever there is a crisis, be it in brand, be it an individual, or be it a celebrity, or be it an organization, anything that happens, it is important to be a little proactive, because social media is continuously, we have, right? We have people tracking social media. There are a lot of forums, and basically people are waiting to pull certain brand or certain celebrity, and people are working against us. So it is important that we need to be proactive, and the yearly you detect what happens is that the yearly it is better for us. At least the magnitude of the problem can be a little toned when comparative to the magnanimity of the problem if it is too big enough. And basically, there are a lot of tools to do that monitoring. We have a lot of AI tools. We have Google Alerts. We have the crisis dashboards. We need to be aware of it, and make sure that all these tools are put into best use, so that things can be taken into control. And as I told you, this Zomato, this is one example where this female became very popular over an evening's time, where she uploaded this video of this guy literally going assaulting her. So what happens is that Zomato immediately they made sure that whether it is right or whether it is wrong, they did not defend his its employee. Immediately, what happened? They made sure that they responded to that complaint quickly. They apologized. Everything happened. And here you have to understand that the yearly an organization or a brand detects the problem, the less they need to face. And then number two, it is very important to be transparent and timely communication. The more you're proactive, it is important that the more you are transparent. This advertisement, as I told you, this Tanishk Ekatvam advertisement where it talks about this interfaith baby shower, where this pregnant woman is Hindu and her mother-in-law is a Muslim, but still she arranges for a baby shower for this Hindu daughter-in-law. So basically, this is something very nice initiative by Tanishq, but unfortunately, the netizens they made sure that they backlashed Tanishq, telling that this cannot be possible. Just imagine one of the comment I remember. It also said that just interchange the roles. Let the daughter-in-law be Muslim and the mother-in-law be Hindu. In that case, do you think this would happen? Such sort of comments were down beneath the advertisement in YouTube. So we have to understand that Tanishq immediately it released press releases, and it also made official statements. It took up interviews and questions, and made sure that it cleared the air. That is very important. Why? Because end of the day, it's customer driven, right? If people started boycotting Tanishq, what happens? Again, the footfall in Tanishq will be reducing day by day because of this one irrelevant event. Whether it likes or not, it has to put its customers or the netizens mindset or their ideologies first, because it's very sensitive, as I told you. And immediately what happened was that it started creating, once it once it issued press release and social media statements, it built the credibility and authority of the organization as such. And then the next most important characteristics would be rapid response to deepfakes. And here we have this example of Sunil Shetty. He actually approached the Bombay High Court because he felt that his images, his videos, his family pictures and videos as well, it was being circulated in social media. So he wasn't fine with it. And immediately what happened was that he took legal order. He made sure that he initiated and had a legal order so that his photos and videos have been restrained circulating in social media. So basically, the rapid response to deepfakes, because some of his videos and images were being faked, and he did not like that. And he told that this AI tools are actually threat, and he didn't want this to continue. So he made sure that he got the legal order, and then none of his deepfake video, I mean, immediately his deepfake videos were removed. And not only that, in future, if in case somebody publishes his video or pictures for that matter, they are they'll be into trouble. That's what is the initiative of Sunil Shetty's rapid response. So, coming to the key media literacy approaches, we have to understand that it is important to be media literate. Now that the social media is booming and it still has a lot way to go, it is important that as an individual, it is important we need to be educated enough, because we need to critically think. Otherwise, what is seen is not what it is, especially with deepfakes and AI and this cancel culture. To have a some amount of individuality, to have a some amount of responsibility, it is important that we need to educate ourselves with respect to analyzing. So it is important that as an audience, we need to critically evaluate even before uh, assuming that certain thing is right or wrong. So basically, under media literacy comes the enhances critical thinking. It is important as individuals, as organization, we need to know what the crisis situation is, and we need to think critically and make sure that certain decisions we are aware of. With respect to credible sources, there is something called the fact checking, which is actually available. We have organizations like Factshala, where it spreads topics and it spreads information about that is having a misinformation or disinformation. It educates people. It is very important to even know whether it is certain information is approved or not. And one classic example would be this verified and unverified messages that did the rounds in COVID-19. So that was there. So basically, we need to, as an individual, we need to understand the source from which the video or the image or probably the content or the information is coming from, because that's very important. Why it is important? Because we will know what is accurate and what is not. And most importantly, stakeholders will be gone for a toss if in case they don't do it. And by having this media literacy, by educating ourselves and educating the audience as such, it will actually build resilience against misinformation. Why media literacy is important? Because it will equip us with a lot of tools doing the rounds, and we are able to fight this information, and we are literally fostering more information. We will become more resilient. We will be adaptable, so that any situation, we know first we need to check certain things. We will know that whether it is true or not, whether it is approved or not, is it verified. If we start thinking in that angle, most of the times what happens is that we will become resilient enough with this misinformation. So there is this two case study which we had previously gone through. So we have to understand that any organization or an individual, or for that matter a brand, that the crisis, any point of time crisis might happen. We cannot avoid the crisis. So it is very important that the way we act is how our brand or we as a celebrity will sustain in the industry. For example, this Maggie Nestle brand, we did see that example where a lot of lead content or the sodium content in Maggie was way too much, and that was identified by this FSSAI. And what happened immediately? This Maggie made sure that it gave the this ingredients to the lab, and then it confirmed and it said that we will come back, and this crisis will not put us down. We will come back, but after some time. So once it actually sorted the issue and it gave the sample to the lab and got tested, and once the test was approved telling that the content is being rectified, the ingredients as in is being rectified, it did not go away, but it did give a comeback. It re-entered the market very successfully, very beautifully. Though we can tell that Maggi is harmful and the lead content or the sodium content is bringing dire consequences in individuals, it cannot be denied that the production of the Maggi has come down. Now that after the crisis, I would tell that lot of flavors have come, like millet Maggi or wheat Maggi and everything. So Maggi is one classic example where even after an crisis, they came back with much stronger, with a lot of option. And of course, definitely in that gap, a lot of other noodles brand also reached heights, because basically people want options. When there is a crisis for Maggie, they did shift to other noodles brand. Nevertheless, but once the Maggie came back, it did support Maggie. And I would strongly say that this action of theirs is purely because Maggie accepted the very fact that yes, it is being harmful. So give us some time. We will come back much stronger. And next example is the recent Air India crash. So this plane crash, all of us know that it so many of them died in this crash, and a lot of allegation, a lot of fake information. Till now, not proper records were there telling that it was only because of this it happened. So basically, not going deep into the issue, but we have to understand that this Air India crash, the total scenario as such, the total scenario, the total mishap as such was handled in such a way where the CEO gave a video statement, and certain things were proved, reported properly, and the stakeholders did intervene. So there was basically a mixed reaction from the public. So some said that Air India is always like that. Some were telling that they were very skeptical in traveling in Air India. So that is an example of cancel culture. So when people choose to ban certain product or certain brand or celebrity, once they target it, it's done. So how do we even come about this? We know that deepfakes is doing the rounds. We know that misinformation is there. We know cancel culture is there. But again, to be more precise, it is important to be media literate. And we did see about the advantages of being media literate. It is not one or two, but many advantages. So we have to understand that there are a lot of media monitoring software. So public relation officers or public relation professionals, they can actually use those softwares, because now that social media has expanded, as in the digital landscape has expanded, we also require the help of the software. Nothing is possible doing manually. And using these softwares, what you can do is you can start analyzing the data of any particular organization or a celebrity for that matter. So once you start analyzing the data, any mishap, you can start swiftly responding to it. And most importantly, if there is a crisis, as an organization, you need to come up with a framework telling that how are you going to overcome this crisis? Be it Nestle's Maggie brand, or be it Zomato, or be it this Air India crash, or or any other brand for that matter. Even Johnson and Johnson Tylenol case, beat anything for that matter, any crisis for that matter, we have to understand that whenever there is a crisis, it is important that we cannot, as an organization, take a ad hoc decision. So any reputed organization, they would be having a plan A or plan B. What if people react this way? Because people get everything in the touch of social media. People are able to give away their opinions in the touch of social media. So whenever there is a crisis, all the organization can expect a crisis, be it big or be it small. So it is important that they should have a framework where their approaches are well written. What if they are going to do if any crisis happen? What backup plan do they have? And what are their protocols they are supposed to follow? And all these things are the strategies which they should not wait for the crisis to happen, but still they should be having it on paper, on record, so that they can lessen the damage. They can mitigate the reputation damage. Yes. Yes. So that's all about this cancel culture and the deep fakes. And we did see about the media literacy approaches. So any questions, I would be happy to take up.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your question. Dear participants,
Ma'am, can you explain more about misinformation and disinformation?
Sir, it is all about when there is an information, but the information is wrong, but still it is there, but it is altered, then it is a misinformation. Say, for example, the Maggie comes up telling that the lead content and the sodium content is there, but somehow the rumor spreads that some other content is more and not the sodium. So that is a misinformation. So basically, when the information is altered and it has been recorded as a misinformation, and disinformation is no such thing actually exists, but still they come up with X and Y and Z. That is disinformation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Namaste, ma'am. That's a valuable class actually. The topics, whatever went on, what are pros and cons, both are there. You said about the Maggie, so many things, whatever happened and all those. But still, we are not eradicating what you know that is wrong, but still we are unable to eradicate. So, what solutions we need to bring out? Like the flight crash, they said 1 crore will be given for each person, but 25 lakhs were given for each person. Still, there are things where we are discussing in the media, but we were unable to solve them. How this can be handled?
Ma'am, as I told you, with the expansion of digital media, anything and everything is possible, like especially the flight crash you told. Still now, we don't have a proper evidence of
I had given you one example. All the things are, both are there. Pros and cons, pros and
Yes.
cons are there. But the thing is how these can be eradicated so that the future generation will be benefited.
Ma'am, actually, you have to expect more worst situations. Why? Because we are in the generation where AI is actually taking over. And even this trend in WhatsApp and Chat GPT that recently went viral, everybody used our personal photos, is it not? Everybody for that matter.
So
Leave, actually
what
leave,
we are
I mean,
going to give for the next generation, for our children, what we are going to
very
give?
simple, ma'am. We need to educate our children that the topic is all about this media literacy. Why media literacy is about even this Chat GPT, this photo trend. It went viral and almost like a majority of the population used the trend. So we ourselves are knowingly and unknowingly are being a part of this trend. We know that repercussions are there, but still we are doing it. And the question, I mean, the answer to your question, what can be done is we need to be more literate enough. We, as educated people, we ourselves are in a situation where we know it, but still we do it. Just imagine the rural side, ma'am. Just imagine people in the rural side. They are not media literate as we are, but still they face so many things. They feel so many things are real. For that matter, it is not. Being in urban area, we ourselves are getting slowly prone to this scam. And the answer to your question is purely and purely we have to be more media literate. And the more we are media literate, the less the damage would be.
Yes. Maybe we people need to come out and we need to come out with the things like the next generation will not get affected. Like advantages, we need to bring it out than discussing about what
Yeah,
happened.
it has to start within us. As I told you, the recent apt example would be this chat GPT photo trending.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, just 2 3 days, ma'am. That's all. Now people will stop doing that. But the stores 2 3 days, it is actually gives a lot of pleasure looking ourselves very nice in that trending beat that Ghibli or beat the another chat GPT trend. All of us started exploring it. Being media
Like I
academicians.
mean to say that we need to bring some other thing like a powerful tool where we can completely, like for example what you said, these people are following the AI trend and all those. At least we need to like a powerful tool where like at least 80% of the literacy people don't touch that
Yes,
trend.
ma'am.
That
Definitely,
type
there
of
are AI
implementation should be
tools.
done.
Yeah, definitely, there are AI tools. As I told you, we have Fakshala where it comes with verified and unverified data. So even before sharing information to others, it is important that you need to check your sources. If the sources are credible enough, you can go ahead sharing it. Even in 2019 COVID, that crocodile getting entered in the city, Chennai city, and all, the world is going to crash and everything for that matter.
Yes,
It was
yes,
all unverified because it
yes,
creates a lot of panic. So, the answer to this AI technology or the deep fakes being the very answer is we as an, media people, we need to literate ourselves and make sure that we literate, make sure that others also get knowledge about it. That's all
yes,
about that.
yes. Okay, thank you.
Happy day, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it was an amazing session. Thank you so much for the information. It was a very fresh topic. So thank you for that. Ma'am, I wanted to know, does gender play an important role in cancel culture, especially when celebrities are concerned? Does gender play a role? Because we know examples of the recent the
Rashmika is also
language
an
issue.
example. Rashmika, but I mean, Rashmika is also an example because morphing her picture, I think it was not her, but still, and lot of other people like Deepika Padukone. If you open Instagram, lot of definitely to answer your question, gender 1000% has something to do with the deep fakes and AI because the pleasure of putting down women in an forum is it's no new. And Rashmika's example or Deepika Padukone's example definitely will actually be a classic example of telling that women are more prone than men because of the gender being.
Okay, so the same applies to cancel culture as well, right, ma'am? Because I was very intrigued by the fact that the language issue, when Kamal Hassan sir faced it, whether the language Kannada, origin from Tamil, and he was not ready to apologize. But the examples that we saw where in Zomato and all, apologizing usually helps. And when Jyotika issued a statement that funds should be used in the development of
Going
the
temple.
schools education rather than putting it in temples. But on the other hand, she now currently visits every temple because of the backlash that she faced. So when a star like Kamal Hassan is not ready to apologize, the shine and the charm still continues. But when a female is concerned, she has to do something to gain back that trust, right, ma'am?
It's a very beautiful question. The thing is that all of us know that Surya owns this Agram Foundation. Despite he doing a lot, through Agram Foundation, because the recent event that he conducted through Agram Foundation, where a lot of n number of engineers and doctors got graduated, and they are in different parts of the world working as well. So the husband is doing such wonders, and the female, as in his wife, somewhere or the other she did give a word telling that the temples, restoring temples or spending on temples should be taken a back seat, and spending on education is more important. And that one statement, still she is receiving a lot of backlash. It cannot be
Exactly.
denied at all, though it is an irony because the husband man, he is into this NGO and he's doing a lot of things, and the wife still faces backlash is something strongly an example, a classic example where gender is only gender and gender. Just because her husband is doing, nobody spared her. Just because
Exactly.
she's a female is only, and most importantly, she has shifted to Mumbai. That is adding on to the top. Why? Because she's shifted to Mumbai, and people are not ready to accept. Just like how Virat and Anushka has shifted to London. So all these are examples of cancel culture, and definitely to answer your question, gender unfortunately plays a very important and vital role. Unlike the men, the females suffer more. Even the influencers for that matter, leave alone celebrities or leave alone the brand, even the small celebrities for that matter, small influencers for that matter. In Instagram, if you are a small influencer, if people mark you or if people want to put you down, and telling that one blog or one screenshot is enough, telling that please don't buy stuff from this influencer, see, I got this product and this was not good enough. If I choose to target somebody in the Instagram as well, I can do it. So cancel culture is basically, definitely, it is very much dangerous for women. And even despite women, it is not sparing even the normal individuals. So cancel culture is not only for the celebrities or organizations or brand as such. It plays a very important role with respect to even a normal individual like you and me. And if in case we are females, and if in case people wants to ban us or target us, they do it still.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for the
Yeah,
clarification, ma'am.
thank you.
Great session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, ma'am, to fight the misinformation, what government of India is doing?
I can't hear you, sir. Sorry.
Ma'am, to fight misinformation, what our present government is doing?
Is making sure that spreading, they have their own social media forums, and telling that, see, even especially in Chennai floods, Chennai floods of 2015 or COVID 2019, government of India plays a very important role. Why? Because immediately when there is an unverified news in the social media, immediately you can find the very few seconds or few minutes, you can have the government of India posting that it is an unverified news. So posting is one way that the government has taken initiative, and they also make sure that they literate that audience using credible sources. That is also another thing, telling that these are the credible sources in which you're supposed to look out for information with respect to weather or with respect to any mishap or anything to do with knowing about the situation during the floods. They have come up with their own software applications and social media forums as well.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
First of all, it was a great session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are we losing credibility because of cancel culture and deepfakes?
Definitely, yes. Why? Because credibility is something, a very huge word, because credibility is all about the trust. And the minute the people wants to target you, we are all done. One example I should tell is the recent Karur incident by actor turned politician Vijay. So if something is mean to be targeted, it has to be done in Karur for that matter. So not going deep into politics, but it was told that it was all about the DMK and the TVK. So talking shallow about this incident is that somebody has targeted him, and it has turned viral, and unfortunately many lives have lost, definitely. So credibility for that matter is taken a little backseat because deep fakes and AI is going uncontrollable.
Yes. Ma'am, like you said, Sunil Shetty reached Bombay High Court for their concern.
Yes.
How can it be possible with the general public? Like, what about the general public who is not media literate, who does not know anything, and they are just uploading their pictures for new avatars and all? So how can we literate them about media literacy? How can we taught them media literacy?
Ma'am, this question, actually speaking, we don't have an option. We are supposed to get media literate. Why? Because if we are not, then we have to be ready to face repercussions. As simple as that. As I told you, this Ghibli chat, I mean, this Ghibli avatar, or even
Yes.
this chat GPT that recently, changing the background and everything. You have to know that even if you and me are in a normal individuals, in no time we can go viral, both good and bad. That's actually possible. And
Yes.
we know that since the technology is actually developing in a good and a bad way, we need to be very careful about it. There are absolutely no way that we can escape. If in case we know that this is not supposed to be done, yes, it is not. Say, for example, this WhatsApp, sometimes the profile picture, you cannot take a screenshot. So
Yes.
inbuilt features like that maybe probably can control certain things. But as I told you, you can expect the worst in the following years. So it is up to us to be more media literate and remain safe rather than literally pinpointing the technology, the booming of technology.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for the organizers. This is my second session with the PRSI Chennai chapter. It is amazing. Thank you for all the organizers.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Today we had a wonderful session on price public relation in the age of cancel culture and deep fake, advanced reputation, defense, and media literature approach. Ma'am, today is the interactive session, ma'am. Many
Thank you,
persons,
sir.
interacted with you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a
Thank you,
wonderful
sir.
session. Today we learned public relation, cancel culture, deepfakes, and advanced reputation defense media literacy approach. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. First
Thank
of
you,
all, I
sir.
want to thank our Chennai chapter chairman, Mr. Ramkumar Singaram, sir, as well as national president, Dr. Ajit Padak, sir, always motivated us to do this kind of program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear participants. Today we had a wonderful participants. Continuously ask the questions. Thank you so much, dear participants. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
all
you.
of you, for joining. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dear participants, I am going to post a feedback form. Kindly fill up the feedback form to receive a e-certificate.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you all. Thank you. Sridevi ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. we wind up the session now. Thank you so much. Dear participants, we will meet you in another interesting program. Thank you all.